Most people look at success and admire the final result. They see the trophy. They see the fame. They see the confidence. They see the victory. But what they do not see is the failure behind it. Michael Jordan once said, "I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." This quote carries a powerful lesson. Success is not created by avoiding failure. Success is created by learning from failure. Many people think failure is the opposite of success, but in reality, failure is often part of the journey to success. Every mistake teaches something. Every loss reveals something. Every rejection builds something. Every fall gives you a chance to rise stronger. The problem is not failure. The real problem is giving up after failure. When we fail, we often feel embarrassed. We feel disappointed. We feel like we are not good enough. Sometimes we even start thinking, maybe this is not for me. But failure does not mean you are finished. Failure only means you still have something to learn. Michael Jordan became one of the greatest basketball players in history, not because he never failed, but because he refused to stop after failing. He missed shots. He lost games. He faced pressure. He made mistakes. But every failure became fuel. Instead of running away from failure, he used it to improve. Instead of allowing failure to break him, he allowed it to build him. That is the mindset of a winner. A winner does not say, "I failed, so I am done." A winner says, "I failed, so now I know what to improve." This is the difference between people who quit and people who grow. Failure gives feedback. It shows your weak points. It shows where you need more practice. It shows what you must change. If you listen to failure, it can become your greatest teacher. Think about life. A student may fail an exam, but that failure can teach them how to study better. An entrepreneur may fail in business, but that failure can teach them how to make better decisions. An athlete may lose a match, but that loss can teach them how to train harder. A creator may make content that nobody watches, but that experience can teach them how to improve the next one. Failure is painful, but it is not useless. It becomes useless only when we refuse to learn from it. The truth is, every successful person has failed many times. They just did not stop there. They tried again. They practiced again. They learned again. They improved again. That is why success is not about being perfect. It is about being persistent. You do not need to win every time. You do not need to get everything right from the beginning. You do not need to have a perfect journey. You only need to keep going and keep improving. Sometimes, failure is preparing you for the success you are asking for. It is building your patience. It is strengthening your discipline. It is testing your commitment. It is teaching you lessons that success alone could never teach. So, do not be ashamed of your failures. The failed attempt is not the end. The missed opportunity is not the end. The bad result is not the end. The rejection is not the end. It is only part of the process. Every time you fail and try again, you become stronger. Every time you fall and stand up again, you build confidence. Every time you lose and learn from it, you move closer to success. Many people want success, but they fear failure. But you cannot build greatness while being afraid to fail. If you want to succeed, you must be willing to try. If you are willing to try, you must also be willing to fail. And if you are willing to learn from failure, you can grow beyond what you are today. So the next time you fail, do not ask, "Why did this happen to me?" Ask, "What can this teach me? What can I do better next time? How can I come back stronger?" Because failure is not there to stop you. It is there to shape you. One day, the same failure that hurt you may become the reason you succeeded. One day, the lessons you learned from your hardest moments may become your greatest advantage. And one day, when people see your success, they may not understand how many times you failed before reaching it. But you will know the effort, you will know the pain, you will know the discipline, you will know the courage it took to continue. That is why this quote is so powerful. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Because success is not built by never falling. Success is built by falling, learning, rising, and trying again. So keep going, keep learning, keep improving. Do not fear failure. Use it, because sometimes failure is not the opposite of success. It is the path that leads you there.